So obviously you clicked on this video because you're in some kind of liminal phase in your life. And I just want to tell you that I am there with you. And what I've come to realize in this phase is I don't know where the heck I'm going, what the heck I'm doing. All I know is it feels like nothing's happening. And it's felt that way for a very long time. At least I'd say like a year now. I feel like I've been in this phase. And for me personally, it's been a very difficult year. Unlike any other year I've ever had, honestly, in my life. And this year has been chock full of introspection, solitude, time just ruminating and trying to figure out the next steps of my life, trying to see what the future holds and not really being able to, and not knowing what I'm doing sometimes, if I'm even doing the right thing, if I'm wasting my time or I should be doing something more productive. It can be very confusing. And this year I've been healing a lot emotionally, physically, mentally, in all aspects of my life, it seems like, which is part of why this year has felt like the hardest in my life, because my energy levels have been at its all-time low. I just turned 30 this year and I feel like I am like 90 years old. I wake up feeling rickety in my body and I get like 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night and I still wake up feeling pretty tired, and I've had this consistent fatigue for 3 or 4 months now, and intuitively I feel like a lot is just coming to the surface for me to finally feel and tend to. I feel like up until now, every year has been just grinding, or I'm trying to be productive. I'm making sure I have things under control in a way for years now. And this is the first year I feel like ever where I'm like, I have no control. I mean, all of the control that I do have is in my day-to-day routines, and that's what's been actually keeping me very grounded and sane in this period of my life, because everything just feels very up in the air and vague and confusing at times and unclear, and there's so much uncertainty and questioning whether I'm doing the right thing, on the right path, and then also making sure I remind myself that this is all happening for a reason. I needed this whole year, and who knows how long this is gonna last, to really confront a lot of things, to really allow a lot of things to come up, whether it be emotions I was still holding on to that I didn't know, trauma, a lot of things I held on to mentally, subconsciously in my body. I felt like all came to the surface this year, one thing after another. It was like, it was hard, you know, and I'm going through some health concerns right now that I've never had to deal with in my life before. And it's making me really tired, but at the same time, I feel like the fatigue is a gift in some ways. It's forcing me to really just be present, because I think my old mode of operating has been kind of like overlooking my bodily needs, not being in touch with my body and kind of bulldozing it and just ignoring it, not really being attuned to the signals it was sending me, because I didn't want my body to get in the way, you know. So I feel like it's been kind of catching up to me this year, where the aches and the pains have been so much more obvious in a way where I can't ignore it anymore or suppress it or run away from it or distract myself from it. I really have to tend to what is coming up for me. So the gift in all of this, these physical symptoms and the fatigue, is it's forcing me to slow the F down. I pretty much stopped working on a regular basis a few months ago when my energy was at an all-time low. It was just completely wiped. I've been like freelancing here and there, but definitely not making or not prioritizing work the way that I used to, and really just tending to my physical body. I've been doing 30 minutes to an hour of yin yoga daily for the past few months. Before that, I wasn't doing that. But now that feels like I have no other choice, it's like I have to get on my mat and take some time to ground myself and rebalance myself and tend to my nervous system, because I've been waking up feeling this sense of like urgency for a while, of this anxiety of, I don't know, I feel like my cortisol stress hormone levels are like out of whack. I mean, it makes sense. I was diagnosed with adrenal related PCOS a few months ago. So yeah, I've just been feeling kind of like out of whack and at a point where I'm being forced to tend to myself in ways that I've never been able to before, or never cared to before, or wanted to before, because I was so kind of up here mental and just trying to figure out my life and have so much control over my life, I guess. And this year, all that was stripped away from me. And I realized that it's like, okay, it's an illusion to have control over your life, you know. After so many things I loved and I was attached to has been stripped away from my life. For me personally, it's been a lot of my closest relationships, the ones I've been emotionally attached to, even though they might have not been the best for me. A lot of these things that I used to be able to do and enjoyed doing, staying up super late and snacking on a bunch of stuff late at night, I just can't do that anymore. Like, I can't, my body can't take it anymore. It's like things that I've outgrown, habits I've outgrown, people I've outgrown, work situations I've outgrown. So many things have fallen away this year in order to make room for the new. I'm like in between chapters right now. It feels like, my God, this fly is so annoying. And I feel like I've been turning this page for so long now. And I'm just about to like start reading the first chapter of this book. Maybe I am on the first page already and reading through it and I don't even know it. Like I said, like things feel just kind of vague right now. And part of me is like kind of waiting for something to happen. But the fact that I can't see what's ahead of me in my future is forcing me to be present, because I have no other choice. When you really think about it, you're always in the present moment. You can't be in the past or the future. Like your thoughts can create the illusion that you're in the past or the future, and then we emotionally react to our thoughts about the past and the future, but it's just not, it's not real. And what's real is right now and what I can control right now, which is just tending to my body and my health and allowing this phase of my life, this vague, ephemeral, in-between phase, to just rebalance my nervous system, make room for what is truly meant for me in my next chapter, in the next phase of my becoming and my evolution of me. You know, because we're always growing and evolving and we can't stop that cycle. And when we try to hold on to things, the familiar, the people that we're attached to but aren't the best for us, and we know it, but it's so hard to let go because it's what brings us comfort. But then it's like when we're holding on so dearly, it's almost like we suffer even more. And I've had to rip the Band-Aid off so many times this year. And it's been hard. It's been one thing after another. But just know that this phase in your life is preparing you for the next chapter. So, as difficult as it has been for so many things to be stripped away from you, just know that it's for the best, for your evolution, and for the things that were meant for you to come into your life. people that are way more aligned, that are so much more uplifting and expansive and inspiring and supportive to be around. I just feel that coming for myself too, you know. Opportunities and circumstances will line up. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's been a struggle for me too to like have faith and have trust in this path when I don't know what's gonna happen days from now. But the thing is, miracles can happen overnight, and I'm already seeing that happening in my own life. Slowly and steadily, I feel like things are actually like the momentum is coming back again. Even though I don't feel fully physically 100% there yet, like I don't have the energy I'm used to still, and who knows, I might just not, and it's something I just have to accept. But I know that this is all happening for a reason. It's all happening for my benefit. And it's hard to see that. It's hard to truly know that. But I feel it deep down in my soul, that I need to go through all this hardship, all this BS. It's okay, it's not BS. It feels like BS sometimes, but it's actually making you stronger. All these things that are being thrown at you all year that you have to face. And I heard this in a video earlier, but it's like, it's forging you. It is shaping you. It's like the pressure, the hardships, the obstacles, the challenges, the pain that we go through. It all makes us stronger, and it's all to prepare us for the next phase of our life, our next level, our upgrade of becoming even more of who we are. This is just part of the whole process, okay? You know, when you really think about it, I don't want to be stuck in the same patterns and the same people and the same discomfort of the life I was living before. You know, it's like, even though this year has been hard, I promise you it'll all be worth it. What you've been through this year is preparing you for who you're becoming, for your blossoming, for your glow up, as they like to say. The uncertainty, the doubt, the hardships, the challenges, the pain, the agony that you had to go through is all making you stronger so that you can be prepared for who you're becoming. So you can have the capacity to hold what is required of you in the next phase of your life. Because, like it or not, we're going to be holding more responsibilities, more challenges, more pressure, but we're going to be ready for it. And it's all going to be good for us. It's all going to help us grow, become more of who we are, become more aware and conscious, and live so much happier, joyful, blissful lives that we were meant to, in our purpose, and grounded in our being and who we are, anchored in our true selves. So I know it's a difficult time right now, or could be, or maybe you're just getting over that phase. I feel like I'm at like a tipping point or something. I don't know. Who knows where I'm at, honestly? I don't freaking know. And I'm not meant to know, and that's okay. No one's meant to know. Just know that you're good, and the best is yet to come. And after that, there's even more better things that will come. And I hope that I and you and whoever else is going through this phase can just deepen in the knowing and in the trust that things are working out exactly as they should be, for our benefit, our growth, and for the benefit of the world, the people around us, the ones we love. You're going through this for a reason, and you'll see that it was all worth it in the end, and you'll see why it all had to happen. You're strong. You got this. We'll make it through. I love you, and have a beautiful rest of your day.